Tonight's forecast is sponsored by Ashbrook Audiology, where relationships matter.
Happy Tuesday to you, everybody. I'm Weatherman Destin Staples. We always appreciate your company as you're making time to watch us here in your neighborhood network, as it's been pretty nice today and the week's been pretty good to us so far, and it looks like it's going to continue to play out this way as we get ready towards the upcoming weekend, and we'll talk more about that. We have got that forecast coming up for you in just a little bit, but in the meantime, of course, another slightly warmer afternoon that we've been continuing to see for us, and it's been pretty feeling good out there. That's the good news about this, is that, yes, there's a little uptick in the humidity, but it ain't like during the summertime when we go from like the drastic cool mornings to those extremely hot afternoons. But it does appear that the sunshine will persist on for us. Lots of that and clear skies developing later on tonight with a calm wind expected, so nothing to be complaining about either. Temperatures going from the 80s and will quickly dip down in the low to mid 70s here for us. And again, clear skies develop right around 65 degrees for your 11 o'clock hour, so nothing to be complaining about. And good news is that for us that we're going to continue to see the clear skies, not for the city of Martinsville, but again for all of our hometowns. Temperatures tonight in the low to mid 50s, upper 60s. Low to mid 50s, I will say, is the general theme for a lot of our hometowns. So not a bad night to be out and about. But again, if you have plans, don't cancel them. Take advantage of them. Here's your forecast for the city of Martinsville. Lots of sunshine. Once again, slightly warmer, uptick in the humidity once again, but not too terrible to be described as. Of the high of 87 here in the city and the county. You'll see that across many of our other portions of our region. Again, there's that west-northwest breeze into effect. 87 again for the city of Martinsville, 86 Rocky Mount. Same story as you make your way. 87 there in the Ridgeway district outside of the Martinsville Speedway. Of course, the 75th anniversary of that has taken place. So this next month coming up is, of course, their races towards the end of October. But in the meantime, head out to the Smith River Sports Complex, and that's out towards that general direction. So maybe take advantage of that for a nice afternoon walk. Heading towards Stewart, Woolwine, Patrick County area, Kreitz, Ararat, Claudeville. Get ready to see another plentiful sunny day for you. Medicine up towards their high of 80 degrees. A little bit cooler up on the mountaintop, obviously. That's what you do get for this time of the year. You get that cooler mountain breeze that does begin to move in. So it's a little bit cooler on the mountaintop. Of course, we talked about that construction project going on towards the Woolwine district there. A lot of that is beginning to go underway, and of course, if there's some aerial drone footage, I do not know once again who took that drone footage, but they did an awesome job looking at that. That is on YouTube. You pretty much, if you go on YouTube and search up Metazadan or 57 work project in Patrick County, something will pop up, I'm pretty sure, of that note as well. Hey, better yet, I may have gone to share it on my Facebook page. You see down below in the lower third right here, that is at Staples Weather, both Facebook and Instagram. You can go check those pages out. Give a follow and a like while you're at it. And while you're liking things, head over to our YouTube channel. Subscribe to us at BTW. It's youtube.com/BTW21. Subscribe for your chance to win a $100 gift card. We're always we're always happy to help out our viewers as you help us out. Give us news information. Of course, without your help, we would not know. Sometimes some of our days, we like to call these the boring, slow days. We've been described as here, like in the weather department. Hey, it's been pretty exciting for me because I really haven't had much to complain about. I hope you haven't a chance either I hope you haven't been complaining as much. Minus if you suffer from allergies, because the pollen levels, that ragweed out there is what's catching everybody. So a little bit in the uptick in the ragweed all week long. Unfortunately, we have limited rain chances heading in our direction. But the weekend, though, not too bad. Be talking about lots of sunshine for a Saturday. Get out, take advantage of it. Remember, that's going to be our cool start of the mornings in the 40s. So early Saturday morning, we will begin off in the 40s. It looks like an area widespread for everybody. We may possibly, if things cool off quick enough in those lower valleys, we may have some upper 30s out there. So hey, we're getting that time of year now where Mother Nature is beginning to do her flip-flop pattern, but a nice fall weekend for us here, coming in at 79. partly to mostly sunny skies. A stray shower is possible Sunday afternoon, but right now things are still a little bit up in the air with that. As we get closer to the weekend, we'll obviously time that things out for you and let you know what we're going to be in for. But Friday football is looking great, but it's looking chilly. So just do know that if you have any plans to head out to any of your area games this weekend or this Friday, do know that it is expected to be a little bit on the chillier side than last weekend. We had those temperatures at night in the 50s. This time around, we may have those temperatures dipping to the 40s. Speaking of water and cooler off, a lot of time we talk about cooling off. You want to go take a dip in the pool. In this case, we're taking a trip to the tropics, and yes, we're continuing to keep a close eye on Fiona. I know it's not impacting our region, which is we are very thankful for that reason. However, though, it did become a major hurricane with category winds of 110 plus miles an hour now. You see the latest update this afternoon had it about 115, is expected possibly to become a category 4 storm. By the time it strengthens by Thursday morning, it could possibly be impacting parts of Bermuda, as tropical storm warning and watches have been issued for advancing of that little island out there. Again, our friends towards Puerto Rico, the Dominican Republic, we're going to be been sharing some stuff on my Facebook page about that. Again, our friend Hector Manuel out towards that general part of the area suffered. He said they suffered a lot of power outages. And some of the photos and stuff, I'll be sharing some out throughout the rest of today and going into your Wednesday. Hopefully I'll have some photos and some videos on there. I love showcasing that stuff to you for all, because it's unfortunate that it's going on out there, but it's pretty interesting to see it unfolding. Again, for those wondering, this is right here is the Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic Islands, just outside of the Caribbean district there. So that is where that storm I think it was a category 1 or 2 storm when it made indirect impact. It was a tropical storm. Then it became a hurricane, a category 1, downgraded back, and then it upgraded back to a category 1, and now it's a category 3, possibly 4 storm. That's that right here, and then again, that track's going to go out to sea. Something else we're keeping a close eye on is another disturbance. This one may become our next named storm pretty soon. This is tropical. Right now it's an organized number 8, but it is a potential that also. So we have a storm down here just outside of South America and a storm outside of the Gulf of or open Atlantic. Looking at this one, this track's going to be kind of doing a loop-de-loop for a while out here in the sea. So this may not be a direct impact, hopefully not to us, because some of the computer models have it kind of going out that direction. And of course, most of the theme this year, a lot of these storms kind of start right here, and then again they make their way out to sea, and no direct impact to the U.S. soil land. But of course, our friends down to the Dominican Republic and Haiti and Cuba there are seeing some of those up currents. So if you're planning on heading to the beach this weekend, or if you know anybody heading to the beach this weekend, just do know to expect along from Virginia Beach down to the Carolinas here, South Carolina, you may have some high rip up currents. And so of course, they may issue some of those red flag alerts, let you know, hey, pay attention to the high rip currents in effect of the weekend. So Fiona, again, no threat to the U.S. soil. This storm right here may not be doing much. It may just be kind of doing a circle and loop-de-loop. This little disturbance right here we need to keep a close eye on, because it could, either one of these could become a next named storm over the next day or so. So we are again midst of the hurricane season. I've been looking back on my memories on my Facebook page the last couple of years, just looking it back, sharing stuff, talking to people. I remember this map in 2020, if you remember, I don't have the image anymore, but if you kind of remember 2020, we had like 1, 2, 3, 4. We had a whole bunch of cluster of storms that we're watching at that time. And thankfully, we've got 1, possibly 2 not making any direct impact to the U.S. And again, this area of unorganized material, we'll have to see how that forms. And again, Gaston would be the next named storm. So other than that, lots of sunshine continues to linger on for the rest of the week. Those fall-like temperatures moving for the weekend. Well, we have another string of some upper 80s for the get through before we get to Friday as well. Y'all take care. We'll talk again on Wednesday.
Your BTW21 weather forecast is sponsored by Zentmeyer Chiropractic.